It's the most wonderful time of the year. What's up, people? What's up, players and players? It's your boy, the host with the most. I'm Chris the Dime One, and I am back with another video, another live stream. I haven't done a live stream in a minute, man. I've been doing videos, so hope everyone loved this live stream. Hope everyone having a great holiday season thus far. Okay, Thanksgiving has just passed, and now we're waiting on greatness, which is Christmas, the season of giving. And I hope this car let me buy, because I feel like that's also the season of giving, and she's allowing me to pass through. All right, rate, comment, subscribe, share this with your friends, family, and followers. Follow me on Twitter. I don't tweet as much, but when I do tweet, it's very thoughtful and very informational. Now, with that being said, let's get into today's topic. I kind of wanted to talk about this briefly. And Frank Vogel isn't really concerned about the potential of what the Los Angeles Lakers can do as a team as far as this season. If you look at their standings, they're number one in the West. They really have no competition. They have beaten the teams that we thought was going to be, and they still can be battling for as far as the Western Conference Finals. When you look at the Denver Nuggets, when you look at the not the Golden State Warriors. The Golden State Warriors are going to take with injuries and losing key free agents such as Kevin Durant. The Golden State Warriors are not going to be contending for the Western Conference Finals. San Antonio Spurs has nosedived. The Phoenix Suns, even though I was on board last year telling you guys the two teams y'all should be looking out for is the Sacramento Kings and the Phoenix Suns. Portland, by them adding Carmelo Anthony, they're definitely going to be in the playoffs. We look at the Houston Rockets, even though I thought the tandem of James Harden and Russell Westbrook, I felt like it's not going to work initially in the beginning stages, but then they'll figure how to make it work. And thus far they're doing pretty good, the Houston Rockets. Okay, but let's talk about the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron has been more a facilitator. He pretty much have let it be known that this is Anthony Davis' team. Everything runs through Anthony Davis. LeBron James is having a phenomenal season. Now, is it compared to what he did with the Heat? No. When he was a member of the Miami Heat? No. What about when he was a member with the Cleveland Cavaliers the first time around and the second time around? No. But when you look at his statistics, and he had this notion of wanting to be the point guard of the Los Angeles Lakers. And thus far, he's been very productive. He's having a very phenomenal season, and he might get some recognitions as far as MVP of the season. And when you look at the landscape of the NBA, that may be a possibility for one LeBron James. Now, when you talk about Luka Doncic, when you talk about him with the Dallas Mavericks, even though he's having a phenomenal season himself, I feel like it's really a two-team. It's only a two-player race for who's going to be MVP of this season, and I feel like it's LeBron James and the Greek Freak. Okay, so between those two players, I feel like it's going to fall down to those two players. Now, James Harden could have one of those breakthrough stretches where he's knocking in baskets, and it equates to the Houston Rockets, having a better record, maybe surpassing the Lakers. But like I said in previous videos, a lot of people on social media, a lot of the sports analysts, they have already gave the crown to the Los Angeles Lakers And like I told you guys in my videos, it's still early in the season to me, it's too early in the season to determine who's the juggernaut. And it's too early in the season to give too much praise to the Los Angeles Lakers. I feel like the true test of the Los Angeles Lakers when they have a losing streak. I feel like, and that's with any team, not just the Los Angeles, LeBron and the Los Angeles Lakers. I feel like that's anybody, the Golden State Warriors. The true test of a team is how they handle injuries with key players, okay? How they handle losing a couple of games back to back, how that impacts the team, okay? I feel like Frank Vogel would be perfect for the Los Angeles Lakers, all right? And I felt he changed the dynamics of the Los Angeles Lakers. The Los Angeles Lakers wanted to be a running team last year, which led to a lot of injuries with the Los Angeles Lakers last year. Now, also remember last year, the Los Angeles Lakers had a great start. They had a winning record until what happened? When LeBron James was injured and Lonzo Ball was in and out of the lineup, plus he was injured as well, that's when the wheels started falling off for the Los Angeles Lakers. So then they went from worst to first. And they wasn't technically first in the West, but they had a great record. I think they was like second or third in the Pacific Division. Okay? Yeah, I wish this thing can get right. Anyway, so that's what transpired with the Los Angeles Lakers. Okay? So I feel like the true test of this team is how they handle adversity, all right? And if they handle adversity, that's when you can. And I also feel like after the All-Star break is where you really judge a team, and you look at their standings, you look at what's if anybody on the roster is missing significant time, and they have Rondo who's out of the lineup due to injuries. And Anthony Davis has been in and out. He hasn't missed a lot. He hasn't missed a ton of time. Okay, but what's going to happen when he starts missing? When he's injured, he starts missing games, and he's already on a load management regimen where he's not going to be putting in a lot of minutes or playing a lot of games. They're going to be resting Anthony Davis for the playoffs. And if you're going to rest Anthony Davis, you're also going to rest LeBron James. Will LeBron James have another injury? And, you know, this has been a theme with LeBron James, even with his second stint with the Cleveland Cavaliers. He started developing injuries like in his last year with the Cleveland Cavaliers, and it gotten enormous when he was with the Los Angeles Lakers last year. That was his first year. So we really don't know what's going to transpire this year with LeBron James. Are they going to put him under a regimen with, reducing his minutes? But they got a good cushion. I feel like they're 3 games ahead of the next best team in the West. All that's subject to change. Okay? If a couple of teams start going into a 5-game winning streak, and if they lose 1 or 2 games due to they had to rest LeBron James and Anthony Davis, I feel like they don't have enough to rest both of them. So one of them is going to have to be on the floor, okay? And they can probably alternate where Anthony Davis have a rest day, and LeBron will have a rest day next week or a couple of days after that. Now, the Clippers have slowly but surely, when you talk about that tandem, they're starting to create a lot of great magic with one another, and they already have a great roster, and that roster went into the playoffs without Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. Okay, so I feel like the Clippers are really the team to beat until the Los Angeles Lakers beat them and beat them soundly. That's when I will give the crown to the Los Angeles Lakers. But I think it's too early to tell. Are the Los Angeles Lakers good enough, or are they already good enough and they're gonna take the crown. So I feel like you really can't judge this team until after the All-Star break, how they seeded then, and also when they go through adversity. I mean, when they start losing key players, I feel like Rondo is really not a key player to be worried about if he's in and out of the roster. Okay, so that's all I gotta say, and I feel like Frank Vogel echoed these sentiments. And I feel like Frank Vogel feels the same exact way. Look, I think it's too early to tell what's going to transpire with the Los Angeles Lakers. Well, that's all I got for today, folks. This is going to be a short live stream. I will do more live streams and also do more videos. Please check out my comedy channel. It's Everybody Hates Chris. Please check that out. I'm probably going to do a live stream about that video, even though it's not going to be a live stream. And I'm going to have the link below this video, as well as I'm going to post it on this channel. I'll be having a lot of funny things on that channel. So subscribe to that channel if you can. It's your boy, the host with the most. I'm Chris the Don One. I am out. Deuces, folks. Deuces.